Today we're at Reliance Stadium in Houston, Texas. Thanks for joining us. Well, we've had quite a year so far with some incredible individual performances, and we're just about ready to get this one started as the visiting team come into town to face the Texans. Welcome to the game. Al Michaels and John Madden here to bring you this one, sponsored by the fine folks at EA Sports.
When you look at how good an offense is, it all starts with a quarterback. They can do a lot more things with this guy throwing the football for him. He can make the touch passes or just fire one of the old breadbasket if he has to.
The Texans have some good receivers, too, and it's a big reason for his success passing. Now, this is his favorite target, and when you see what he can do with a football in his hands, it's easy to understand why. The coaches have told us that they wanted to get him some catches early in the game, so we'll have to see if they stick to that game plan.
Look at those guys down there. They can't even sit still. Heck, watching from up here almost makes me want to go down there and join in.
And let's go to the field for the coin toss. Let's see how it... And we go back to the game. The kickoff team lines up.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 85, back to return.
And he got all of that one. A great kick. He decides not to return this one. So the offense sets up for its first drive of the game. So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 20. Man in motion. Tosses it right. Breaks free. Running with purpose. The 30. He did a good job running through the defense on that play, dodging them along the way.
He blasts through the line and picks up a good chunk of yardage.
The deep back, passing on 1st down. Gets the pass off, great pass. And he is bumped out of bounds at the 49. Good looking play there as they pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive. Beaver will clearly be the focal point of their game plan, John.
Yeah, he's a real coach's player. Always watching film, getting the feel for the other team, seeing what they like to do. It's great to see him put it all together on Sundays.
The Texans using motion. Looking to run it here. Refuses to go down. The 40. The 30. He has room. The 20. And he's finally brought down past the 12-yard line.
This is a good example of some hard hitting. He runs into a guy almost as soon as he gets the ball. But he bounces off, turns on the speed, and almost goes the distance. A heck of a run.
The Texans line up with 2 backs behind the quarterback. Rhodes goes in motion. Going to the left. Not much on that pitch. Second and 9 coming up here. Beaver sets up. The Texans using motion, setting up play action, throwing a strike to the end zone. And the last place you want to drop a pass is the end zone.
The only thing he wants now is to get another chance. The coach might even want to go to him in the next play.
3rd and 9. Ball on the 11-yard line.
And this is the 6th play of this drive. Pressure coming. Throwing. Touchdown, Houston. Big time catch in the end zone, John. Boy, how did he break free?
I think they just lost track of him running around back there. Maybe they keep a better eye on him the next time they get down there near the goal line.
Burrow comes in for the extra point. And it's on its way. The extra point attempt is good. A good-looking drive, and they score the touchdown. The offensive unit should be very pleased with their performance on that one.
They did everything they had to on that one. The end result is a trip across the goal line and a TD on the board.
The kickoff team lines up.
For the kickoff. Number 84.
Should be a return here. From the 5. The offense is heading out onto the field for their first drive of the game.
Number 21 on the return.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 20. The backs are lined up in an I. Man in motion. They'll pass on 1st down. Under pressure, surveying the field. Anderson brought down for the sack.
They need some better blocking out of that offensive front. You have to use your hands, get them out in front of you, keep them inside, maintain leverage, and balance it. You need to hold those blocks and slow down the pass rush.
Now in 2nd and long after the sack. The rush is on. Incomplete. 3rd down upcoming after that incomplete pass. Houston lines up with 7 guys in the secondary. With the pass behind him, and he has it. Gain of 5 on the play.
With the reception, 5-yard gain on the play.
So 3 and out, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the punt. And a fumble. The visiting team scoop up the live ball. The Texans come out with 8 guys in the box.
1st and 10.
Here come the heat. You got it.
Passing on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Incomplete pass. 2nd down upcoming after that incomplete pass.
On the play.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line. Handed off to the back. And that's a gain of about 8. Dropping back, closing in, gets the pass off. 4th down now after the incomplete pass.
86, the intended receiver on the play.
So they'll line up to punt after going 3 and out. Here's the kick. He's waving for the fair catch. into the end zone. Touchdown. The quarterback lines up with two backs behind him. They give it to the halfback. Running back picks up about 4 yards.
Run, gain of 4 on the play.
Using motion. Drops back. Pressure. Gets rid of it. And it's complete. They convert for the first down on that throw.
What a throw. He put everything he had into that one.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Again with the carry. Loses the defense. Gain of about 5. The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. Pressure coming with the pass. The pass is picked off. The 30, the 20, the 10, 5. Touchdown, visiting team. Hennings made a great read and came up with the interception.
The quarterback seemed to rush that one a little.
The kicking team heads out onto the field. And it's up. The point after is good. The kickoff team lines up.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 85.
Decent kick. We should have a return. From the 4-yard line. The defense did a nice job the last time around forcing the interception. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 22. The Texans using motion. Hand it off to the back. Off and running.
Watch here as he's able to avoid the blocker and get in there and make the tackle. That's how you're supposed to play. Don't stop. Keep going until you reach the ball carrier.
Bowens in motion. Diaz. Nice play. Behind him, but he hasn't. Can't draw it up any better than that. Textbook first down. So we have 1st and 10 here. They line up in the I formation.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
They give it to the halfback. And he's now closer to 100 yards rushing. The visiting team come out in a nickel package. The Texans using motion. Looking to run it here. Pickup of about a yard in the run.
On the run, 1-yard gain on the play.
Third and 7. Ball on their own 43.
Stay up, you. Either left.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
Take him out. Fire out.
On the ground. Refuses to go down. They'll bring him down at the 46. The delayed handoff makes them about 2. Number 21 will go back to accept this punt. Here's the punt. Fair catch. And this punt will sail out of bounds. The backs are lined up in an I.
Ball on the 7-yard line.
That's all you. Press the square. Set. Here comes the heat. Hut.
Forces it out to the left. Number 29 knifed in there and made the tackle.
And when you have a cornerback who can come up and make a tackle like that, stopping or slowing down the outside run is a whole heck of a lot easier.
Second and long coming up here. Ball on their own 5. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. Charles couldn't escape the pursuit and was cut down quickly.
These guys up front are very tough to block because they can use their size and strength to get excellent leverage on running play. Sometimes they struggle a little with their consistency, but they always seem to be a big factor when the game's on the line.
Under pressure, Rosen. This pass is incomplete. The pass was right there, but he couldn't bring it in.
Maybe he heard footsteps.
Knight lines up in the backfield for the punt. Here's the kick. From the 44. He picks up a few yards on the return.
Nope, the coverage team had him wrapped up before he could do anything with it.
The backs are lined up in an I. Closing in with the throw. No catch. He was out of bounds.
As a quarterback, you're supposed to put the ball where only the receiver can get it. I think somebody should have told him that he also needs to keep it in bounds.
It's second down and 10 to go. The quarterback gets set with only 1 back behind him.
Take him out.
Diaz couldn't find an opening and was brought down very quickly.
Yeah, he was. This line has to do a better job of holding up at the point of attack. He has a fast first step. He can explode through the hole. But he needs a line to create that little crease or cutback lane to break free.
They'll go from the I formation. Pressure with the pass. Great pass.
Watch it here. This is a great call on third down to keep this drive alive. They were in a tough spot here. But this is a heck of a throw and catch to pick up that first down.
The coach has decided to take advantage of his ability to challenge a bad call right here.
Yeah, the NFL wanted to make sure that there was never any questionable calls that determine a winner and loser at the end of the game. That's why they put the rule in.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is overturned. No timeout will be charged to the defense.
And that challenge was a good decision as the call is overturned.
Well, sometimes the official sees what you see, and sometimes he sees something else. But this time, everyone could see the call had to be changed.
They'll line up for the kick, and it should be about a 43-yard attempt. And it's on its way. The attempt is good. The kickoff team lines up.
Lined up for the kickoff. Number 84, back deep to return.
Nice distance. From the 1-yard line. The defense shut down the offense the last time they had the ball.
Number 84 on the return.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 19.
Let's go. Come on. Here come the heat. Give it all you got.
Charles, the lone setback, using motion.
Cowboy. Give it all you got, D. Come on.
Big opening. 10-yard gain that time.
On the run, gain of 10 on the play.
Not today, offense. Hit him low. Get in there. Bust his grave.
Only one man back. Hand it off again. He came with a blitz, and there wasn't anywhere to go.
Yeah, and that's why you send all those guys to plug up the hole. At that time, there were no holes at all.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
He tucks it away. Charles couldn't find any room on that one.
They really hustle on the defensive side of the ball. They're very good at clogging up the line, limiting the number of holes and cutback lanes that the back has to choose from.
Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the punt. And he waves for the fair catch.
That was a smart thing to do with the coverage team closing in for a big hit.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 31. Rhodes moves in motion. Pressure coming. Rolling. And he's brought down in the backfield by Stevens. Loss of about 1.
Loss of 2 on the play.
The backs are lined up in an I.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
Beaver sets up with the pass. Almost picked off. I thought that was about to be picked off, John.
And that's the thing. That was a perfect opportunity to make a big play for his defense. And he lets it go as an incomplete pass rather than an interception.
It's 3rd down, and they have a long way to go. Ball on their own 29. Throwing. This pass is incomplete. He just lost focus as he dropped the ball.
He really should have had that one. He was in position to make the catch, but he forgot to catch the ball.
Number 21 sets up to run back the punt. Here's the kick. This one sets up nicely. It could be big. A good return on that punt.
Yeah, he was 1 block away from getting into the open field and turning this one into a huge return.
Split backs this
They'll take
time.
over at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10.
Under pressure with the pass. He did a nice job bringing that one in.
Yeah, either that or it just got thrown in there so hard it stuck.
Get at him. Come on, partner.
Gives the ball off. Closing in. The pass falls incomplete. It looked like he'd come up with it, but he just couldn't get it under control.
He did a nice job of getting off the line and getting into his pass pattern. But he had the ball bounce right off his fingertip.
Hit him low. We'll see. You got
They line up in the I formation. Charles. He picked up good yardage on that play.
This guy stays so low to the ground that the defenders have nothing to tackle. They try to grab something as he runs by, but a lot of time all they end up with is air.
Houston lines up in the 46.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
Going to the left. About a 1-yard loss.
About there. Loss of 2 on the play.
Second and long coming up here. Ball on the 42-yard line.
Come on, partner.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
Ball on the 42-yard
Good pickup of about 6.
40 on the run. Gain of 6 on the play.
Houston comes out in their nickel package.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
And this is the 6th play of this drive. Pressure. He's taken down in the backfield by Floyd. Couldn't escape the pass rush.
They got to find a way to give him a little more time back there. The defense was in man coverage, so he had some options out there in the second half. He just didn't have the time to decide where he wanted to go with it.
The punter heads in for the 5th time. Here's the punt. And he chooses not to return this one. Penalty marker down on the field.
Holding on the offense. The penalty is declined. First down.
First and 10. Ball on their own 5. Beaver sets up. Passing on first down. Looking to run it here. A yard, maybe 2 on the draw. Give it to the halfback. Tackle at the 8. Only a yard by the halfback.
1-yard gain on the play.
It's 3rd down and 7 to go.
Come on. Get in there, line. Bulldog under. Bring that pain, baby. Set. Hawkeye right.
Pressure coming. So they'll lose yardage on that tackle. Big play by the safety to get to the quarterback.
He can cover, he can tackle, he can rush a passer. Heck, this guy can do everything.
He's trying to pin them back as far as possible as he lines up for his 3rd punt. And so the punt goes out of bounds. From the
They'll
gun.
take over at the 46-yard line. First and 10.
They'll pass on first down. On the delay. Now let's have a look at what our runners have done up to this point. 2nd and 8 coming up here. Ball on the 43-yard line. Charles, the lone back. They'll go with a run once again. Steamrolls the defender. Only a yard by the halfback. Two minutes left. Quarterback back in the shotgun.
Ball on the 42-yard line.
Throws it. This one falls incomplete.
Pass interference on the defense.
They might go with the run here to keep the defense honest. Besides, they have timeouts to use, so they'll want to make the most of them.
1st and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line. Anderson sets up. They give it to the halfback. Can't bring it down. A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run. They want to hurry it up here. Under pressure with the pass. The quarterback thought he had that one.
You got to deliver the ball out there quickly, but it has to be catchable. You got to use some touch. If they're thinking the defense might bring the blitz, a good way to counter that is with a screen, and that could be the call here.
Houston comes out in a dime package.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Drops back, gets rid of it. Incomplete pass. Not much touch on that pass.
May have tried to put a little too much oomph on that throw.
And we'll see if the kicker can come through with a field goal here in the first half. Emmanuel can tie this game up if he can put it through. And it's up. It was long enough, but it's sliced to the right.
Hey, this is why you run those 2-minute drills in practice for a situation like this. The only difference is this isn't the scout team defense.
Beaver sets up. Closing in. Looking for an option. No chance to get it off as they closed on it very quickly.
The defensive coordinator teaches his guys to be very aggressive out there on defense. He has a lot of confidence in his cornerback, and he's willing to leave them out there in single coverage on an island. So they'll blitz on just about any down, looking for a big play. The defense can't afford to take too many gambles by going for a pick when they should just try and knock it down. One mistake can lead to a big play for the offense.
That one hit him in the hands, but he just couldn't hang on.
Pretty good play call on that one. Everything happened just as it's drawn up. Just couldn't hang on to it. Hey, if the coach has confidence in his quarterback, they'll probably throw for it. If he looks at the big picture and sees what could go wrong, he may just run it and send out his punt team.
Robertson comes in motion. Diaz. The visiting teams call a timeout. That's their first. Just about 2 yards on the run by the halfback. So the punt team gets ready as we near halftime. So 3 and out, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the kick. He's waving for the fair catch.
Hey, no reason to take a chance and risk a fumble. Smart move there by the returner.
An effective 2-minute drill will give them the opportunity to put some points on the board before the half. The visiting team line up with 2 backs behind the quarterback. He made the catch, but he was out of bounds.
Yeah, that play might have had a shot if the quarterback would have kept the pass in bounds.
So it's 2nd and 10. Pressure with the throw. It brought the heat, but it was a good throw.
And that's a heck of a pass. He's got those big old defensive linemen flying right at him, and he showed great composure making the right read and hitting his receiver. If they try to throw here, all the defense needs to do is just knock it down. Then they'll stop the clock, and they'll get the ball back with plenty of time for their offense to try and get some points.
Anderson gets set. Pressure coming, flings it to the outside. Nice call going to the air, and that'll move the chains.
You know what this does? It keeps one defense on the field, and it doesn't let them get the right personnel in there sometimes.
Under pressure, slings it to the outside. So they'll lose yardage on that tackle. Lost about 2 yards. They'll go with a hurry-up offense. Drops back, closing in with the throw, and he makes the grab. That'll move the chains, John.
Yeah, when you put together a great pass with a heck of a catch, that's exactly what you're going to get.
They'll call this play at the line of scrimmage.
One thing as a defender you want to avoid is trying to take a gamble for a turnover and then giving up a big play that lets them get points before the half.
Bring the pain. You got it. Back off, DB.
Gets the pass off. And again, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, they're getting a good push up front, and the receivers are getting open. They're making a catch. That's what you have to do to get in the end zone.
Hill stopped the clock with a spike. And so the kicker ready to come out onto the field and try to put one through the uprights before halftime. So this will be a 48-yard attempt from the 38-yard line. And it's on its way. He kicked it off the side of his foot and it hooked wide right.
I don't think they need to try and throw one here since they've got the lead. I just take the half with a run and go from there.
He tucks it away. What a stiff arm. Houston calls a timeout. They have 2 left. Second and 6. Ball on their own 42. Man in motion. Looking upfield. Number 21 records the tackle at the 45.
At the end of the first half, the score is Houston 10, the away team 7.
We're ready to start the second half of play. Weaver is back and ready to put this one in the air.
Number 84, back to return.
Nice kick. Plenty of distance. From the 4. He delivers the forearm.
This one hasn't been decided yet. Each of these teams have played fairly well on both sides of the ball. So I could see this one getting decided by whoever has the last possession.
Only one man back.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
Craver moves in motion. Charles. About a 4-yard gain there. And now our viewers can see how successful each team's main running threat has been today. 7 yards to go. Ball on their own 26. Anderson starts out of the shotgun.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
Pressure, Hunt flings it to the outside. Got it off just before they got to him.
He took a pretty big shot at the end of that play. They've been working on his timing at practice. 3- and 5-step drops that are designed to get the ball out of there quickly. He still has to try and get it out a little sooner, so he doesn't have to take too many hits.
Pressure coming with the pass. Incomplete. He felt the pressure and got rid of the ball.
Yeah, and that's something the defensive coordinator mentioned in practice this week. Making the quarterback throw the ball before he's ready to throw it.
So the lineup to punt after going 3 and out. Here's the punt. And he signals for the fair catch. Loses one tackle with the hurdle. And they finally bring him down at the 38.
Personal foul. Kick catching interference on the kicking team.
Holiday needs to make sure he gives him enough room out there.
Yeah, when the returner has raised his hand, signaling a fair catch, the kick coverage team needs to make sure that they give him room to make the catch.
1st and 10.
Stay, guys. Fire up. Bring the pace.
Beaver sends a man in motion.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Receives the handoff.
The defense is going to need to try something different to slow down this running game.
Only one man in the backfield. Using motion. Handed off to the back. Diaz wasn't able to get anything going on that play.
They got there and shut that play down very quickly. That's just a case of studying game film this week paying off. When you know what they like to run in certain situations, you can anticipate the play call and stop the play before it even gets started.
Man in motion. Under pressure with the pass. This pass is incomplete. The incomplete pass brings up 4th down. Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here. And this will be a touchback. Eight defenders in the box on this one.
At the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
The visiting team using motion. They give it to the halfback. The running back gets about 3. Now let's have a look at what our runners have done up to this point. About 8 yards. Houston lines up at the 46. He'll get it again. Well, he's shaken up after that play, and we'll get you a report from the sideline when we get the information. Anderson gets set. He's looking, closing in, gets the pass off. He was there, got his hands on it, but just couldn't make the catch.
Sometimes you see the receivers drop the easiest passes. They must be thinking touchdown before making the catch.
The coach chooses to punt here the 6th time they will have kicked it away. Here's the kick. And he chooses not to return this one.
That's a good job of getting downfield by the cover team to force the fair catch.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
1st and 10.
You got it.
He'll pass on 1st down. Pressure, gets rid of it. He was tipped. That incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 35. it off to the back. The 40. A lot of space in front of him. The 40. The 30. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Houston. An incredible run to get him into the end zone.
Wow. That's one of those plays that you call, and everything seems to happen exactly as it's scripted in the playbook.
Burrow comes in to attempt the point after. The kick is up, and the extra point is good. And so they turn that drive into a great one as it ends with a touchdown.
Big players make big plays, and that scores touchdown. Give some credit to the linemen out there. They're the biggest guys on the field, and without them, no one gets into the end zone.
Here's the kickoff team.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 84.
Not a bad kick. They'll set up for the return. From the 6-yard line. Their last drive ended with a 3-and-out as the offense comes out onto the field again.
On the return.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
At the 25-yard line. First and 10.
Charles kept it on the ground, picks up about 7.
7-yard gain on the play.
Second and 4. Ball on their own 31. Only one man back. Anderson sends a man in motion.
31-yard line.
Charles. Couldn't get anything going through the middle.
You know, it was because the defense filled all the gaps. Back was looking for a place to run, but by bringing the run blitz, they took away all the gaps, bringing them down for a loss.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. Dropping back, Charles. And he's brought down at the 33-yard line. Throw play to the halfback, picks up about 4 yards. Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the punt. Fair catch. They were very efficient on their last drive, relying on the running game as they move down the field, and let's see if they go back to the run here. So they have first and 10 here. Ball on their own 20. On the call. Nice pickup on the ground, maybe about 6.
Gain of 6 on the play.
Nickelback in this time.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
Here comes the heat. Set.
Man in motion. Pressure coming with the pass. Behind, but caught. So the whole field was able to stand back there and find the open man.
You know, when a defense is sending extra rushes at the quarterback, it takes a lot of poise to get the ball out of there with any accuracy.
It's first and 10. Ball on their own 40. To the air on first down. Receives the handoff. A yard, maybe 2 on the carry. The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. Beaver gets set. Bowens comes in motion. Diaz. 1 yard gain by the running back.
The ball carrier, 1 yard gain on the play.
3rd and 7. Ball on their own 43. The Texans line up in the shotgun, tossing it over the middle. He couldn't come up with the interception.
Yeah, he started thinking about how he was going to take it back the other way and make a big play for the defense. He just forgot to bring the ball with him.
Weaver will come into this game to punt. Here's the kick. He signals for a fair catch.
He did the right thing, concentrated and caught the ball.
The 16-yard line.
Under pressure, throwing. Nearly intercepted. John, that went right off the defender's fingertips.
Yeah, the defender was in a perfect position to come up with a big play. He just left his hands over on the sideline.
Drops back, closing in. Great play in the backfield. And I'm sure we're going to see a lot more blitzing before this one's over.
Know that I would. He struggles when he's facing pressure up the middle. So bringing extra guys trying to get additional pressure can be very effective strategy.
They're looking now at 3rd and long after the sack. Pressure, gets the pass off to the 20. Missed tackle. Great play there by number 86.
The thing is, he got some separation there, and he was able to get him a big chunk of yards.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
On the 36-yard line.
Man, go. Get in there.
Charles didn't get any help from his offensive line.
It was just about impossible to run when you have guys in the backfield just as soon as you snap the ball.
It's 2nd down and a long way to go. Ball on their own 35.
You got
Again with the run. They'll mark it at the 43. Pickup of about 8.
Gain of 8 on the play.
The Texans come out with 3 down linemen and 7 defensive backs. And this is the 6th play of this drive. They give it to the halfback. Alone breaks the play up in the backfield. He tries to wriggle away, but he's stopped for a loss.
The offensive line just didn't get any push. They need to do a better job knocking those guys off the line.
Llewellyn is the deep return man. Here's the punt. From the 22. So we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter with the Texans ahead of the visiting team. 17-7. The teams are set for the 4th quarter of play. 1st and 10. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. He'll pass on 1st down. Pressure coming, throwing short to his left. Good play on that pass.
If he can make catches like that regularly, he can expect to see more passes thrown in his direction.
Drops back. Under pressure with the pass.
holding on the offense.
Moss held them up.
You know, sometimes you can't stop those big old defensive linemen without holding them a little.
It's second down and 3 to go. Ball on their own 34. Going to the left. Good pickup on the ground as they convert for the first.
Here's the thing. They were looking run and brought the blitz, but the back just used his vision and elusiveness to avoid him and get past the marker.
First and 10. Ball on their own 38.
Hit them low. They got nothing.
Crosses it right. He's taken down at the 34-yard line. And that's a loss of 2. The visiting team come out in a nickel package.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
Hit the ball. Get in there, hon. We'll see. Come on.
With the carry. And the halfback picks up about 3.
3-yard gain on the play.
Third and 10. Ball on their own 38. Beaver gets set. Rhodes, the motion man. Diaz. He shakes the defender.
If your back can put up almost 200 yards on the board, it means your offensive line has made a mockery of the opposing defensive line.
Weaver is back to punt. Here's the kick. Fair catch called for. And this will be a touchback. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
At the 20-yard line. First and 10.
We'll see.
Dropping back. Aimed it off the back. So the halfback gets about 2 on the draw. So after that run, we can see how the 2 main threats on the ground have fared so far. And they need about 9. Ball on their own 21. Closing in. Throws it. He hits his receiver. Anderson is proving again why he's one of the quarterback's favorite targets. That's his 4th reception. The visiting team line up with 2 backs behind the quarterback. Pressure, stepping up, gets rid of it, almost got it. He easily could have taken that one all the way back.
He's back in his zone, he's reading, he sees the quarterback the whole way, and then he gets a chance at an interception. He just didn't finish the play.
So as we get set for the punt, let's take a look at our returners' stats. So they'll line up the punt after going 3 and out. Here's the punt. From the 40-yard line. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Texans. What a spectacular play on the punt return.
It sure was. He just found all the seam. Then when he broke it into the open, he outran the pursuers right into the end zone.
The kicking team heads out onto the field. And it's up. The point after is good. And with that right there, they've now scored 17 unanswered points.
They just can't seem to stop it.
That score coming on just 1 play, and the offense didn't even have to come onto the field.
Returning kicks and punts is a fielding. First, you got to get under the kick, make sure you have it secured. Then you need to quickly decide where you're going to go with it.
Here's the kickoff team.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 84, back deep to return.
Short kickoff. From the 13. The visiting team have their work cut out for them as they take over at the 24-yard line. First and 10. Ball on their own 24. Using motion. Going to the air on first down. Hand it off. They're definitely looking to run the ball, John.
Yeah, I guess they're not ready to abandon that running game yet. But at some point, you need to start putting some points on the board.
The visiting team line up in a 5-receiver set this time. Pressure coming. Throws it. Batted down.
Have a look at this big defensive lineman. He couldn't get to the quarterback, so he got his hands up and he knocked it down.
It's third down and 4 to go. Houston comes out in quarter defense. Throwing. Drops the interception. I thought that was about to be picked off, John.
I'll tell you, he did almost everything right on that one. He was able to read the quarterback's eyes. He got himself in good position to make the interception. When it got to him, just bounced off his hand.
With the pass, he goes down at the 39-yard line. Great call with that run on fourth down to move the chains. Houston comes out in a 46.
On the 39-yard line.
Pass play here on first down. Under pressure, throws it. The pass falls incomplete. That incomplete pass brings up second down. It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 39. Closing in, gets the pass off. He hits his receiver. Right on the mark there to move the chains.
And the thing is, the secondary looked a little on their heels on that one. They just couldn't converge on the ball in time, and now they get a whole new set of downs.
Houston comes out in a 46.
On the 41-yard line.
Going to the air on first down. Right. And he hits his target. That's 3 times on this drive they've been able to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and the thing is, they'll be doing more than just picking up first downs if this success continues. They're going to be picking up some points.
Throwing on first down. Gets rid of it. This pass is incomplete. He barely got that one off.
He hung in there, but he didn't really have the time that he needed to make the play. The quarterback has to know who his outlet guy is and get the ball to him when he feels that pressure coming.
29-yard line.
Cowboy! Weak and left. Give it all you got. Set. Sideline, D.
Drops back. Pressure. Throwing short to the right side. He made that catch look easy.
That receiver has really good technique out there. He always catches it in front with his hands, then brings it into his body.
And they'll face a long third down here. Ball on the 29-yard line. Looking for a receiver. Pressure coming. Throwing. Incomplete.
Now watch how this defense comes up with a big stop. They're backed up in their own end zone trying to keep those guys off the board, and they make a play like that. That's a heck of a defensive play.
lot of speed on the field for the defense as they line up in the quarter. Dropping back. Under pressure. Looking long down the right side of the field. They go for it and end up turning it over on downs.
They need to try to get something going, even if it means gambling on 4th down.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 29. The Texans line up with 2 backs behind the quarterback.
1st and 10.
Diaz breaking free. Nice difference. Good gain of about 7 on that play. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. 2 minutes to go. Second and maybe 3.
Sideline to sideline.
Beaver sets up. Man in motion.
Come on, get up.
Smith. Straight ahead for a gain of a couple.
With the carry. Gain of 2 on the play.
Come on now. Ralph. Stay after him.
Beaver with split
3rd
backs.
and 1. Ball on the 38-yard line.
Bulldog under. Ain't nothing. Back off, DBs.
Hand it off. Diaz picks up just enough to convert. Great blocking up front to open up a hole that big.
That was a good job by the back. He just saw the hole, and boom, he hit it right in there for a few yards, and he got the chain gang moving.
This one is just about in the books.
Stick up. Set.
Looking upfield. He came bursting through the line for a big game.
I'll tell you, that's a perfect example of how to run the ball from the fullback position. I really like his strength and determination. He really shows what he can do on runs like that.
Set. Mad dog open.
They give it to the halfback. And he picks up just enough to convert. He finds some room up the middle and gets the first.
That's some good stuff right there. You give it to your back, have him bowl straight ahead for good yardage, and you get a new set of downs to work with.
They line up in the I formation.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
Hand off to the tailback. Runs him over. The 40. He goes down at the 38. Picks up a nice gain there, but is cramping up, and looks like he's headed for the sideline.
That all you got? Come on, partner. Ain't got nothing.
7th play of this drive. Beaver sends a man in motion.
Hawkeye right. Cowboy.
That's the end of the game. The final score is Houston 24, the away team 7.
This concludes another EA Sports presentation. For John Madden and Melissa Stark, this is Al Michaels saying so long.